Disclaimer: in this reflection, I'm sharing things I've learned about the spiritual life, even though I consider myself just a beginner. It's important to be aware of the signs of a growing relationship with God, since that's its goal. I'm basing what I'm sharing on my study of the writings of the 16th century Spanish mystic, Saint John of the Cross, as taught by John Curry. You may have heard of the description of the stages of the spiritual life, as purgative, illuminative, and unitive, and that there are dark nights in between them. The point of the spiritual life is to become more and more aware of, and receptive to, God's constant, loving presence. Because God is pure spirit, if we want the greatest closeness we can have with Him, we must learn to seek Him in a senseless and emotionless way. To do this, we must be purified, first of sin and selfishness, the night of the sense, and then of attachments, even to anything good that might compete or replace God as the center of our lives, including certain spiritual things and practices, the night of the spirit. Without doing so, we're like a dog who's stuck at a gate because he won't let go of his stick. Prayer opens us up to God's grace to make acts of faith, hope, and love which enables this purification, but the real work of the spiritual life is penance and sacrifice for our sake and for others. Once we learn to let go and let God, we see sins and attachments that we didn't realize before. When we've rooted out mortal sin and most venial sins from our lives, and begin detaching ourselves from material things and purifying our emotions, our spiritual growth will accelerate. Saint John of the Cross went so far as to say, if a soul isn't seeking this, it is offending God, because we are rejecting what God wants. Saint Teresa of the Child Jesus took up his challenge, and prayed, "Please, Lord, may all that I read in Saint John of the Cross be realized in me." She became a great saint, and so can we. May complete union with God be realized in us.